Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood and entertainment updates here. Remember to subscribe for the latest videos. Now let's dive deep into a story that is shaking the entire Star Wars galaxy in a revelation that has sent shockwaves. Through Star Wars fandom, George Lucas, the visionary creator of one of the most iconic sagas in cinematic history, has finally explained why the beloved Jedi Master Yoda speaks the way he does, backwards, cryptically, and oh so memorably. Fans have speculated for decades, crafting countless theories, ranging from complex linguistic analyses to whimsical guesses about alien cultures. But now, the truth has emerged straight from the source. And, as always with Star Wars, the reality is even more meaningful, emotional, and profound than anyone expected. When you think about Star Wars, a few images immediately come to mind. The shimmering blade of a lightsaber igniting in darkness, the swelling notes of John Williams' iconic score, and the wise, gravelly voice of Yoda, uttering lines like, "Do or do not, there is no try." His speech is instantly recognizable, and for many, it's the soul of the saga's deeper wisdom. But why? Fans asked again and again, would a being so powerful, so ancient, choose to speak in a way that seems, at first glance, so confusing? George Lucas, speaking recently at an intimate Q&A celebrating the anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back, finally opened up. His words, much like Yoda's, were simple yet layered with profound meaning. Lucas explained that Yoda's unusual syntax was intentional. It was meant to force audiences, especially younger viewers, to pay attention more closely. In a world where the action, the lightsabers, the spaceships could easily distract, Lucas wanted Yoda's teachings to stick. He wanted them to feel different, to stand out, to encourage listeners to really listen. Lucas shared, "When Yoda talks, you have to stop. You have to think about what he's saying. That pause, that slight confusion, is intentional. It makes you consider his words more carefully. Wisdom isn't about speaking in riddles. It's about making people think." In that moment, the room fell silent, because with that simple explanation, Lucas unlocked a deeper appreciation for not just Yoda, but for the very philosophy at the heart of Star Wars itself. Throughout Star Wars history, Yoda has symbolized patience, insight, and the painful, difficult path toward enlightenment. His speech patterns, the inversion of typical English syntax, subtly reinforce the idea that the path to wisdom is not straightforward. It's challenging. It requires effort, thought, reflection. Lucas wasn't just giving Yoda an alien quirk. He was embedding a life lesson into the very structure of his dialogue. Fans online exploded with reactions. Some said they felt emotional, realizing how deeply Lucas had thought about even the smallest details. Others admitted they had always assumed Yoda spoke that way, simply because he was an alien. Still others pointed out how this decision mirrored ancient storytelling traditions, where wise figures often spoke in parables, riddles, or reversed language to test the listener's patience and intelligence. This new revelation breathes fresh life into classic Yoda moments. Think back to his conversations with Luke Skywalker on Dagobah. "Judge me by my size, do you? Or, much to learn you still have." Those lines aren't just memorable because they're catchy. They resonate because they force your brain to rearrange them, to wrestle with their meaning, just like Luke had to wrestle with his own doubts and fears. Beyond the story, Lucas's explanation shines a light on his storytelling genius. In an era where blockbuster films often prioritize spectacle over substance, Lucas dared to believe that audiences, even children, could handle complexity. He trusted his viewers to rise to the challenge, to embrace ambiguity, to grow. In doing so, he created not just a saga, but a mythology for the modern age. Lucas also revealed that Frank Oz, the legendary puppeteer and voice behind Yoda, had a huge hand in bringing the character's speech to life. Lucas would provide rough guidelines for Yoda's lines, but Oz would often tweak them, adjusting rhythms and pauses to heighten the sense of ancient, otherworldly wisdom. It was a collaboration that Lucas now calls one of the happiest creative partnerships of my career. Interestingly, Lucas admitted that not everyone was on board with Yoda's speech pattern at first. Some studio executives worried that audiences would find it annoying or hard to understand. There was even pressure, at one point, to fix Yoda's dialogue during post-production, but Lucas held firm. He trusted his instincts, and history has proven him right. Today, Yoda's speech is one of the most beloved and imitated aspects of Star Wars. This story is a powerful reminder of what makes Star Wars endure. After all these years, it's not just the battles or the special effects. It's the heart, it's the thoughtfulness. It's the quiet belief that audiences crave more than just entertainment. They crave meaning. And George Lucas, with Yoda's backward words, delivered exactly that. As news of Lucas's revelation spread across the internet, emotional tributes poured in. Fans shared how Yoda's words had helped them through dark times, inspired them to keep trying, to believe in themselves, even when the path was uncertain. "I always thought Yoda was just being cute," one longtime fan tweeted. "Now I realize he was teaching me how to listen and learn." Another fan posted a moving tribute. "Yoda taught me to slow down, to think, to understand that the hardest truths come in strange forms. Thank you, George Lucas, for believing in us." As with all things Star Wars, this moment also sparked debate. Some fans wondered what this meant for new Star Wars projects. Should future creators return to the slower, more thoughtful storytelling routes that Lucas championed? Others debated whether newer characters had lived up to Yoda's legacy of wisdom. One thing is clear: Yoda's backward speech isn't just a quirk. It's a statement, a challenge, a gift. And thanks to George Lucas's heartfelt explanation, we understand now, more than ever, how every line, every word was crafted with love and purpose. In closing, it's moments like these that remind us why George Lucas remains one of the most influential storytellers of all time. His attention to detail, his commitment to meaning, and his belief in the intelligence and emotional capacity of his audience have forever changed the landscape of film and popular culture. So the next time you hear Yoda say, "The greatest teacher, failure is," remember, it's not just a line, it's an invitation to listen, to learn, to grow. And in the spirit of Yoda's teachings, we here at Daily Gossip invite you to never stop seeking wisdom, even if it comes in the most unexpected forms. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Daily Gossip for more incredible Hollywood stories, emotional celebrity moments, and breaking entertainment news. May the Force be with you.